Welcome back to another episode of Crazy D's Equipment. So today, guys, the cleanup is done. I don't know if this really does justice, but this is starting of all the tires that they've cleaned up from here. This pile is massive. This is a massive amount of tires, and so there's a company out of I think Emporia that's going to come and get these, and they're all going to be recycled and be turned into asphalt. But this is some of the stuff that we discovered and cleaned up from here. I would say there's easily over 5,000 tires in this pile, and there's probably still more laying around this place that didn't get picked up. From the side alone, we easily cleaned up a little over 7,000 tons of iron off of this place, of old machinery and just junk alone. If you guys look out over that way, if you remember when we first got here, that's where that 1370 was sitting, and there was equipment everywhere out there. There is now nothing. It is now just open grassland. We had a lot of trees we had to pull out and stuff, but let's go up in the yard. We'll kind of check that out, and then we'll kind of talk about a few things up here in a minute. So up here in the yard, if you guys remember, this is where there was a bunch of sheds. They're now tore down and will become cleaned up. The house over here, we got a guy coming in to bulldoze the house and take out the trees around it. All this still needs to be cleaned up, and there'll be a guy coming in to do that. I think the family has decided they're going to leave the shed when they sell the property, so it'll have a shed on it. But if you, back here was a shed, old wooden barn that had the case combine in it and some other stuff. That's been cleaned up and out of there and stuff. And then that's where all the other tractors were off that direction there, and they've been cleaned up. So, I mean, for what we could do, we have done. A lot of this is just now coming in and doing some cleanup, some hand cleanup work and stuff. The boys might come in and by hand pick up iron and make some loads out by hand. Maybe not. They haven't decided if they want to go that far or not. But now it's just time to come in and do some cleaning and some clearing, and that's pretty much done. But let's head back to the last thing that I have to do here. The last thing that I have to take care of here personally myself. All right, guys, if you remember, this was clear full of tractors, 2 full rows, both sides tractors. We got a few left. Those 2 internationals need to get hauled off to the farm because they're going to be waiting until spring to be picked up. I was hoping the guy that bought the LA was going to come get that. He'd just get it from here and I wouldn't have to move it home, but it looks like I'm going to have to. I got most of the other tractors moved. This one down here is one of mine that I'm keeping. It's going home. So, and then this one here, it's got to get dragged home to be put away till the guy gets it. But most of these tractors there, unfortunately, at the last minute, I had some guys back out, and a couple tractors that were supposed to be saved ended up being unsaved, and I had to, when I ran out of time, I had to let them go. I had to, February 1st, I had to settle up with the family on the tractors, and so I was able to do that. So there's nothing else I could do. So if they weren't taken care of, then I had to turn my head and let it go, and that's what I did. So that really upsets me. I don't honestly think if I stumble across a site like this again that I'm going to go through this again. I'm not going to try this hard to save the tractors. It pains me, honestly, to say that. It really does, but it was really a lot more work than it was worth. I had a lot of issues with people saying they'll take a tractor and then not taking a tractor, or offering a price that they knew I couldn't take, and then being upset that I didn't take that price and stuff. And I just kind of came to the decision that I just can't do it. I'll save tractors that I can save for myself from now on, but trying to save a great big group like this again, or what was here before, I'm just not going to be able to do. So and it really hurts, because I was really proud that we were able to save some, but I don't think I'll ever take it on again. It ended up to be way more work than it's supposed to be, than I was hoping it would. Then I don't want to say more work than it was supposed to be, because it sounds like I'm being lazy. I think maybe the better way of wording that, it ended up being way more work than I thought it was going to be, and it hasn't ended, because now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tractors sitting at my place that now I'm waiting for people to come pick up. I'm not as set up to load at the farm as I am to say as I was out here when I had the telehandlers and stuff out here, which they're not my telehandlers, so I can't use them at my house. The farm, it doesn't really I don't really have anything to pick these things up and load them, or et cetera. The only hope is I can get these guys to come on a Saturday, and I can load my forklift from the lot out there, which would make loading these a little bit easier. But I mean, that's really the only hope I got, because I don't know how else it's going to work out. I didn't really think a lot of this through. I just saw tractors that needed to be saved, and I threw myself into it 100%. And now I'm facing the logistics of what I wanted to do. So, but anyways, guys, I thought we'd share this with you. I thought some of you might enjoy this. Some of you might think this was boring and dumb. I don't know. But this time of year, it gets a little hard to keep you guys entertained. So we're just sharing what we can with you. So thanks for coming in. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And we will catch you later on this week.